this. And we hit him for 5. Shut it down. Conjure is a little tricky. Yeah, Conjure is a little tricky to deal with. All right, nice. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. You're going to see something tonight that you're not going to see very frequently on this channel. But it's something I've been thinking about, and it's something I've been working on. And now that we're in Mythic tier, yeah, we are there in Mythic. We're doing a mermaid deck. We're doing a Sultai mermaid deck. Now, if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you're going to be shocked. You're going to say, Jay, that's almost Simic Merfolk. Like, that's blasphemy. No, you see that black right there? We need that. That's what keeps these water droplets in these trees apart. And that's what makes it okay, you know? That's the caveat right there. Because actually, combining it with black has been the most effective. I don't want to run a straight Simic one, and doing it this way is much better. So I really want to show you this one. Before we get down to the shakedown breakdown, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button. Because if you don't press the like and subscribe button, well, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which of course is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and claw you for not liking and subscribing to the channel. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. We'd love to see you there live and in person on Twitch. You can also hit the bell, and you can see us go live on YouTube as well. We got a lot of people in the YouTube chat. You can hit so you won't miss a stream. Join us in either one. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information. Anything that you like is going to be there. Post decks, ask questions, post your own decks. All the stuff is going to be there for your pleasure. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So that all being said, what are we talking about? So I want to tell you that this is another dual mode, okay? I've been running dual mode decks and I really, really like them. Standard and Alchemy. There's only one thing you have to change. It is perfectly legal in both depending on which version you want to do. But we're going to get down to that. So we're going to start with Cenote Scout. Great little card right here. 1 green and 1/1. When Cenote Scout enters the battlefield, it explores. What does explore mean? This is going to be a key mechanic, so make sure you know what it is. Reveal the top card of your library, put that card in your hand if it's a land, otherwise put a 1/1 counter on this creature, then put the card back in your graveyard, or put it back in your graveyard. So you kind of get to look for a land. If you find the land, you get to draw it. If not, the person gets a +1/+1. So it's kind of like a scry. It's like a super scry. You get to see what's coming up next. And if not, you get to grab a mana for yourself right there, which is really, really, really useful. We're gonna put 4 of these because that is really going to start, like, all the stuff we have is like cascading effects off the explore mechanic right there. Deeproot Pilgrimage. 2 of these is going to be enough. 1 blue and 1. Whenever one or more non-token merfolk you control becomes tapped, create a 1/1 blue merfolk creature with hexproof. So it will create tokens anytime one or more merfolk become tapped. It will trigger off, and it will give you hexproof merfolk as you go. And we want little token merfolk because they're going to be essential for Voldaren Hexcatcher and to kind of build the board. Essence, Scatter, and Negate. Now, the reason I have this kind of split, you're saying, Jay, how come you just don't go with a counterspell that is generally available for all things? You certainly can. If you're running standard, you can change it if you want. So if you want to run like counter target spell, unless somebody pays, you could definitely run a Make Disappear. Make Disappear is not Alchemy legal. So I'm making this both Alchemy legal and standard legal. If that's the case, you can certainly put Make Disappear in there instead of Essence, Scatter, Negate. I would put 4 counter spells. You're going to want to try to control out the thing right here. I would at least have 4 counter spells. Also, we're going to have some other options to kind of slow the opponent down. So that's kind of the idea behind there. So at least 4 slots for counterspells is what you're saying. Here goes Voldaren Hexcatcher, probably one of the MVPs of this deck right here. Underrated card. It really didn't have anywhere to thrive in the meta recently. It's 1 blue and 1. It's a flash. It's from Dominaria of all places. Other merfolk you control have +1/+1, so it's the merfolk captain that we've been wishing for this. Then we sacrifice a merfolk and counter target spell, non-creature spell, unless its controller pays 1. People trying to play removal, they're trying to play big spells like board wipes. This is the best thing for them because we can actually flash it in, then immediately sacrifice somebody and lock them out for 1. And we can keep sacrificing. I think we have the ability to keep throwing merfolk at it to lock them out. So yeah, that's really, really good. It's everything we need. It's control, and it boosts up all of our different merfolk to try to get them where they're going. Go for the throat. Yeah, we're going to be running removal in this. Cut down and go for the throat. If you want to run other types of removal, you want to run Bitter Triumph, sure. I don't really have too much to discard here. I don't have I don't really have like a elaborate idea for you know, this card is really good to discard, so I'm not crazy about Bitter Triumph in this one. You can lose life, there's no life gain in it, so I'm more worried about getting the early stuff. Go for the throat and cut down right there. Don't worry about that. You can actually put in less of these if you want. If you want to stuff in more merfolk, you can, because we have another great Sultai option that can only go in Sultai Merfolk, this Dimir Vohar Voldalian Desecrator. This is a Phyrexian merfolk wizard. This is a really cool guy. Legendary creature, 1 black and 1 blue. You can draw a card, then you discard a card. If you discarded an instant or sorcery this way, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So you can actually throw away your leftover removal spells or your leftover counter spells for gain and drain. Now, what I really like about him is you can pay 2 to sacrifice him. You can cast an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard this turn. If that spell will be put in your graveyard, exile it instead. That basically gives you an emergency removal or an emergency counterspell from your graveyard. So if you've already played your Essence Scatter and your Gate, your Cut Down, whatever you want, and he's on the board just doing his thing, letting you draw cards each turn, if you want, you can just sacrifice him. I've done that. They've tried to play something and they haven't read Vohar. I sacrifice him, I pull back a Negate, cancel their spell out, boom, they're not happy about it. So Merfolk Tunnel Guide is going to be our swing spot right here, because this is actually an Alchemy only card. You don't want it, boom, you don't need it, get rid of it. Do you know what you want instead? I would tell you to put Tidebinder in. I would tell you to put in Tisha's Tidebinder right there. That's going to be the one to do. 1 blue, 1 green, 1 blue and 2, 3/2 flash. This is another flash card. It teaches you multiplication tables. That's what flash cards do. That's a joke. When it enters the battlefield, counter target 1 activated ability or triggered ability. This is really great for locking out planeswalker abilities, certain abilities that go on, and it doesn't go away. That ability doesn't go away. They lose all their abilities and get locked into the ground until this thing is dead. So really great way to flash it in and just shut something down. You can see there's a lot of control. There's a lot of control going on in this deck right here. Tisha's Tidebinder is a great thing to swap in case you don't absolutely positively will not run Alchemy. I wish you would. It's actually really good. It's really good build. But if not, if you don't want to do that, you swap in the Merfolk Tunnel Guide, and that is going to be 1 blue and 1 green, Disgusting Simic. It makes me sick to cast it, but it's a good card. 2/2, Merfolk Tunnel Guide enters the battlefield. You get a 3-time boon, which means it goes off 3 times. 1 or more Merfolk enter the battlefield under your control. Target Merfolk you control explores. And again, we trigger the exploration. Now, where's the exploration going to pay off, you're wondering right here. It's going to pay off in Nikazil, Current Conductor. 1 blue and 1 green, 2/3, legendary creature, Merfolk Scout. Whenever a creature you control explores a land card, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Whenever it explores a non-land card, she gets +1/+1. It's amazing. So basically, anytime she has like the sympathetic ability, anytime anybody else explores, she basically gets to explore as well. Or she either gets to put a creature onto the battlefield or gets that +1/+1. We're going to go 4 of her. It is an uncommon card, a fantastic legendary creature, uncommon. By the way, if you wanted to jump in Alchemy with this is just 2 uncommons. That's all it takes to make this deck Alchemy. If you don't feel like doing standard anymore, if you're tired of the standard queue, that's all it takes. We already talked about Tish's Tidebinder right there. Sentinel of the Nameless City. This card sees play outside of Merfolk decks. That's how powerful they are. 1 green and 2, 3/4 Vigilance. Already a 3/4 Vigilance for 3 is pretty solid for a Merfolk Warrior Scout. Whenever Sentinel of the Nameless City attacks, enters the battlefield or attacks, you create a map token. A map is a saved Explorer. You pay 1, you sacrifice the Explore token, and you sacrifice the map token. And it absolutely it lets you explore manually that way. So that is really cool. Every time you do it, you can make somebody else explore, and then every time you explore, you can make Nizhal more powerful. Very, very cool stuff like that. All right, so what do we have here next? Tish's Tidebinder, Jadelight Spelunker. What am I missing here? We have Deep Fathom Echo. I'm missing a card right here. Eldarin Hexcatcher. Anyways, we're going to go to the Deep Fathom Echo next, which is going to be 1 green and 1 blue, 2, 4/4 Merfolk Spirit. At the beginning of combat on your turn, it explores every turn each time. Then you may have another creature, you become a copy of another creature you control until the end of turn. Very, very cool. If you want to have it become a Sentinel of the Nameless City, it's going to be explored. It's going to be more powerful. You don't always have to do it if it's going to make it weaker, or if you have no other really good options to put it on there. You don't always have to do it as somebody else, but you certainly can. Can't be blocked. Where's that one card that it can't be blocked? Where's that one silly card that I have here? The Merfolk Cave Diver. Yeah, I had this one. I don't know where it went. So yeah, that's Deep Fathom Echo. Then we're gonna finish off with Jadelight Spelunker, which is 1 green and X Merfolk Scout creature 1/1, and then you get to pay X, and it explores that many times. So middle to late game, you could pay 5 mana, 1 green and 5 mana, and he explores 5 times. That means you can keep looking at land. You can pull a land, and once you get to a card, you just keep saying okay. Let's say like Deep Fathom Echo is next. You know that you keep exploring. He's just gonna get +1/+1/+1 each time. Each time that he triggers the exploration, guess what? Nika and Zil is gonna trigger exploration, which is really cool as well. That's gonna be our final card right there. That's gonna be our final card right there. Then of course we're gonna get 2 islands, 1 swamp, 2 forests, Dark Slick, Restless Reef for the sharks, Underground River, Llanowar, Restless Vine Stalker right there for a little bit of man-land attack, Yavamayan Coast, and of course 4 Cavern of Souls, choosing Merfolk on top of that. I don't know why, but I previously had some Merfolk Cave Divers in there. Whenever a creature you control explores. I don't know why I took them out. You're going to see some games with Merfolk Cave Diver in it. This is a really good sideboard card too, in case you don't want to do completely standard, because this is in case you want to do standard and swap it out. 1 green, 1 blue, and 2/4. Whenever a creature you control explores, Merfolk Cave Diver gets +1 and can't be blocked until the end of turn. So that's actually a really good card. So that's what's going to be on the sideboard, and then of course the Tidebinders are going to be possibly whatever you want. If you want Tidebinders, if you don't. If you want to do the Merfolk, Merfolk Tunnel Guides. If you don't, whatever you want to do right there. If you want to do Alchemy, if you don't, you have the flexibility, you have the options. 27 creatures, all of them Merfolks, mostly Merfolk Scouts, Warriors, and Wizards right there. 10 instants, 2 enchantments, 21 lands altogether, because it's a very, very cheap kind of aggro creature control deck. It's only a 2.0. So you're saying, Jay, that's really low lands? In Alchemy right there? Sure it is, but yeah, it's really good. We have a Splish Splash of black, and again, the black falls right in the middle, keeping that green and that blue apart, which is very important for us to do right there, because I hate Simic, but I like Sultai. I've actually run a few Sultai zombie decks. That's another good Sultai build right there. Sultai Zombies actually is pretty fun. So that's what we're looking at right there. Merfolk Cave Diver, some other stuff. You can possibly do it. The only 4-drop we have is Deep Fathom. And if you don't even want to spend the extra, cash on doing that, you don't want to spend the wilds, swap any one of these out. This is a very, very flexible deck. There's a lot of good Merfolk. So you could Cave Divers in, you could put more Jade Lights, anything that you want. Move fast. Again, the key is going to be play removal on the creatures, control the board, lock out other creatures, get rid of them, build a huge attack, build a big army, cancel out their big spells, try to knock out their planeswalkers, counterspell their planeswalkers, counterspell their board wipes. That's going to be the strategy right there. Control the board until you get a big enough, kind of a tempo. Control the board until you get a big enough presence that you've explored enough that you can really swing in for a lot of damage, and that's what's going to do you good right there. there. So again, flexibility, alchemy, standard, both of them. We're gonna get into we'll jump into alchemy ranked first just to show you. But I did run it in standard as well, and it works great. Alchemy ranked, and it works great. Alchemy standard, both mythic. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this one. Do you like Merfolk? Can you even believe I'm playing a Sultai? Here we go. You'll never see me play a Simic, though, so don't ask. Flawlessly tonight. I know it disconnects every night and is wild, but tonight it just decided to go. You're good. It's been smooth all night. I might stream tomorrow during the day, by the way. All right. Chart. Finding the third path. If this is a mill deck. That's a cool art. Yeah, this is a Mythic Reanimator. Boring. These are the most boring decks in the world to me. He's just gonna cast fucking Squirming Emergence on something crazy here. Eluja Architect. We'll have to keep this locked and loaded. Yeah, it's not probably, it's definitely Reanimator. Like, for sure. For sure. I'll keep Essence Scatter ready to go for when he wants to catch the Squirming Emergence. I'll fucking catch it. Boom. Boom. If he doesn't cast it this turn, I'll put down a Voldarin and we'll go in with that. But either way, I have counter spells locked. You ready to squirm and emerge? Are you ready to do it? Two remaining. Now he's not happy. Okay, white. Picklock Prankster. Mill 4 cards. Okay, I don't mind with him milling. You can mill it. Oh, there he got it now. Okay, now we can do it. He's got his Phyrexian whatever in there. No, sorry, Bob. Sorry. No, that's gonna be a no, Bob. That's gonna be a big no. Essence Scanner's target creature spell. I don't know if he's got another one or not. He may have another one. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with that to counterspell it anymore. Mercurial Blue! Invasion of Tolvana. Cancel that. Sorry, Bob, you can't cast that either. Can't cast that either. Can't cast any spells around here. Well, we just won. We won our first game with Merfolk. We're in Mythic, as you can see. The blue hashtag codename Fox Shaker. That's his spy name, by the way. In case you ever want to know what his Mercurial Blues spy name is, it's codename Box Shaker. Welcome, everybody, by the way. Welcome all the Mercurial people. El Reanimator deck. Yeah, El Reanimator deck. That's for damn sure. How long do you usually stream for? About 2 hours. I don't usually stream that long. I actually like making videos much more than I like streaming, so that's why I do that. This is going to be my fairy deck. I have a feeling it's going to be mine. We're going to know if he puts down some other stuff. Flesh Merchant. No, it's not mine. Okay. Dark Slick Shores. Nazca Current. I'll swing in. I'll get rid of Ashnod. You know, it's funny that way. I like to make the video, put it out there, and then I don't gotta think about it. It's running on its own. I'm a little bit of a more of a less social. I'm a more of a socially anxious person, so a lot of the social interaction that I get out of this is a little bit more tiring than putting out a video. Not that I don't enjoy it. I don't want to say I don't enjoy it. I love talking to you guys and hanging out, but I get overwhelmed with a lot of talking a lot. Untap that. Let's see what he's gonna do here. Yeah, I only really do the scripted section in like the front. That's only about 15 seconds of script. Alright, what's he gonna do? He's gonna do nothing. We'll put down Voldaren Edgecatcher. Counterspell? Yeah, I respond to comments on my own time. Oh, you can't counterspell it. I got Cavern of Souls out. He's probably wondering why he can't. Yeah, I describe myself as a YouTuber who streams. That would be the way of I would put myself down as a YouTuber who streams content. I live stream my YouTube video tapings. I'm not a streamer who makes YouTube videos. It's the other way around. So, let's do this. Let's see if he wants to get rid of his Ashnod. His call, okay, sleep. He's probably gonna block both. If I'm really into it, I can do 3 hours. And one time I did 4 hours at the reveal of Ixalan because I was having a blast. I did like, you know, maybe 12 hours that day or something. Like a crazy amount. Yeah, I did like a huge amount of fucking streaming. When Ixalan came out. Like on premieres or early access, I'll do a lot, but mostly about 2 hours a day. Mostly about 2 hours a day. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. He's out of there. He doesn't have it. Okay. Sunlight on your skin and just falling down. El Reanimator decks, indeed. Alright, we'll do one more. I think I'll probably go live during the day tomorrow. Okay. I go first. I don't really have any early plays. Merfolk putting in work. Yeah, they're not bad. It's been a while too. It's very close to Simic, but I've added some black in it to temper the Simic. Let's do that. Okay, let's do Merfolk Thunder Guide. Damage, move. Hopefully we get a mana. If we can get a 3 mana, I think we'll be all right. Oh, Reanimator, boys. We gotta get our weight up here. There we go. You have a mic, cause we gotta get some. You ever see Philology Archaeologists? They're gonna oh, it might not be a reanimator. I don't see really any reanimated targets. Looks like maybe just Simic. Possibly. Okay, there's some ramp right there. You know we gotta bolt the bird, right, guys? I mean, I feel like I should have taught you guys well enough already that it's just something that's gotta be done. Is Untapped and just not working today? Can you not see it? Oh, did I have it off? There we go. Why aren't you not seeing Untapped? That's disturbing. Should be able to see it. I just turned on, there you go. So, current target creature spell. Is he doing mill? Is he doing reanimate? What's he doing here? What is this? I'm so confused. Cavern of Souls for Merfolk. That. Explore. Yeah. Aaron. Yeah. Jade-Line Spelunker will do for 1, so we have the ability to cast Essence Scatter on the next one. So swing. Creates a map token. Boom. He's going to take 10 points of damage. I guess. Okay, we're going to wait. He can't play a creature. I wish we had maybe a not spell, but he can't play a creature. We can lock that out. Roll 3 cards. You may put 1 permanent in your hand from Among Us. Amogus! Alright. What's he gonna do? I'm so glad we don't have a blue knockback, a blue mass knockback. There used to be that card. I can't remember if it was like 5 or 6 blue. Maybe it was Simic, and it said put all permanents go back to everyone's hand. I hated that card. Holy shit. What a garbage ass card, man. 3/3 elemental. Exile, boom, that. He added 4 mana to it. Untap. Was it infinite mana loop now? No. Don't get it, bro. Infinite mana loop? Yeah, infinite mana loop. Delighted halfling, boom. Not sure what the point is, but oh, so yeah, it's just infinite loops right here. This is great. So what is that? Just to bore me out of the game? Is that the whole point? You exile these 3 things, and you're good to go. Oh my fucking god! Hey, I mean the clock's just gonna run down eventually, so I guess enjoy. Just taking yourself off right there. What is he gonna play? What he's gonna play like a fireball? Is it like a channel fireball or something? Does anyone know what the win con is? Or he's just gonna sit here. Hey, what's up? Oh, that's a Hellkite. Okay. Good game. Oh, so he has infinite. Okay. He can just do that. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking boring. That's a fucking boring ass deck right there. Holy shit. I literally could. You could tell me that deck has a 100% win rate. You could say, Jay, that you'll never lose a game again if you play that deck right there. If you play that deck, you will literally never lose a single game of Magic. I still fucking wouldn't pay it. I still wouldn't play a fucking boring-ass deck like that. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Infinite loop. The only infinite loop I respect is Life Drain. That's it. That's it. I like the infinite loop Life Drain, but I don't even really like that much. That's more of a gimmick than anything else. So boring. So boring. Alright, Deep Root Pilgrimage. Let's try it. Put down. Let's wait. He's probably going to play removal on it. Target non-creature spell. Realmbreaker. Very cool. Cenote Scout. It explores. Pay. Don't want that. Already got one of those. Prince Athelion. What does that mean? I don't know what it does. Nobody knows what it does. But it's provocative. Gets the people going. Dune Mover. Ragavan Brawl, yeah. Exploiting boredom is the worst way to win Magic the Gathering, in my opinion. I'm gonna be controversial here, and I'll just come out and say it. If your goal of your deck is to exploit the boredom somebody has while playing you, you are not making a good Magic card deck. You're making a bad Magic card deck. If you go into this going, you know what would be great if this was at least fun for everybody involved. Something has gone terribly wrong. Terribly wrong. Discard a card. We'll discard Jade Light Spelunker. Oof. Alright, that. A slow like that, Luke can't be good against aggressive. No, they probably lose, but they also probably have a million fucking wipes or something like that. They probably have like a lot of other shit going on. You can control... The thing is, those really insane infinite loops generally rely on a lot of control early on to kind of flatten things out. And he said no thank you. He said, I don't even want to be involved in what's going on. Alright. I mean, honestly, Merfolk deck kind of fucks. I'm not going to lie. Kind of is cool. I like it. I like it so far. We're going to keep playing it, though. I don't know where the wind's going. Hey, what's up, Com? Thank you for coming, man. Let's give it a get. Okay. Do that, Merfolk. Boof, boof, boof. Go for the throat. Very nice. Good use of your time right there. Do that. Settle on the Nameless City. Boom. Bop. Do that. Explore. Explore. I will take the removal because I have a feeling I know what's coming. Okay. We got that one. Boop. Been grinding since the morning. That's good, man. Get on that grind. Yeah, I saw you posted you hit Mythic, man. That's fantastic. Welcome to Club Mythic. I love, nothing makes me happier than hearing, yeah, I got to Mythic thanks to your deck. That is just fucking, that's fucking Kino right there. That's fucking the best. Nothing I like more than hearing that. He's gonna play Lightning Bolt on it. Yeah, there we go. He couldn't help it. He couldn't help it, man. He had to do it. I think we need one more mana in this. Fiery Inscription. Ooh, I hate that one. I hate that one. Okay, so let's do this. Boom. We gotta do Hexcatcher next because he's gonna try to burn me out. I was curious, what cards did you add to get there? You said you had to add 2 cards, so what did you add to get there? Hey, Mr. Grinch, ciao. Friends resolve 2. Whatever he tries to cast off the top, we're not going to let him. He's out of there. Enjoying the Mythic queue. I am. I'm enjoying the queue. Trying to push up with these merfolk. I'm actually having a lot of fun with these merfolk. I like the unique mechanics. I like Explore. I had to add some black into it to make it kosher, but, you know, it's pretty fun. Probably going to make a video out of it. Getting some good wins. Breach and Sheldred, the True Scriptures, not bad ads. Merfolk. We'll do Cenote Scout and have somebody kill it. Oh, okay, he didn't kill it. Alright, we have Nizku. Boom. We have too many of them, but either way. Voldarin Hexcatcher. Boom. We'll do Voldarin. We'll swing. Bump, bump. Well, at least we have Volhar. Deep Fathom Echo. Draw a card. And discard a card. We don't need that. Actually, we don't need that. Copy another creature you control. Yeah, Cenote Scout. Yeah, there you go. Phyrexian Obliterator. Very nice. Restless Vine Stalker. We'll do that. We'll do sacrifice. Go for the throat. Merfolk Tunnel Guide. Copy another creature, yeah, that one. There we go. Boom. Southern Rashaska. Can't do anything. Damage to each swamp. Doesn't really matter. Because you can't block. Boom, bop. Decline. He's happy being what he is. And we crush him for the hit right there. Nice. Nice. All right. You did it in Alchemy. Thank you for introducing. Yeah, I mean, so many people hate Alchemy, and so many people push it. No, okay. Okay. Negate, I actually don't want that. I need a blue mana. Dark Slick is perfect. Wabango. Wither Bouse. Like a bouse. Boof. You get to play the game more. Absolutely you do. That is probably the best thing you can say about it. Is you absolutely do get to play the game more. Hit, pop. He didn't go after Cenote Scout. He's gonna go after one of them. They hate Cenote Scout. They hate it. Told you, they can't stand but to kill that thing. They gotta do it. So that'll name a city, good card. Okay. Okay. Brotherhood's End would really suck. No, it's going to be Treasure Dragon. How to train your Treasure Dragon. Let's do draw a card and discard a card. Let's get rid of Defathom Echo. Let's do that. Let's do this. Boom. That might make him quit. Boom, boom. There we go. Cast target spell. Wither Bouse. Like a bouse. Rebel Salvo naturally. Let's do that. And we do this. Then we hit him for 5. We shut it down. Conjure is a little tricky. Yeah, Conjure's a little tricky to deal with. Alright, nice. There used to be a really broken Conjure spell. It was called, what was it called? Street Sweeper? I can't remember, but you could create infinite loops with it. It was really busted. It wasn't that good. It's probably one of the most kind of unbalanced type of things, but yeah. Alright, we can go one more. We're on a little bit of a roll here. Oof, that is. I've talked about this. I might need to add another mana into this thing. Jade Light. Okay, we'll start with Nezca Conductor. I don't like that I'm not on the play. This is kind of an aggressive deck, by the way. It's kind of pushes. Keep 6. We'll get run of the Nezca. Nikonzil. I keep calling him Nezca. I think it's because of the Nezca lines. It reminds me of the Nezca. You guys know what the Nezca lines are? Y'all know what that is? So let's do Current Conductor. Mesoamerican art done in the desert. Direct removal, probably. He's running Jund, and he hasn't done anything yet, so I would imagine that he's got 80,000 burn or kill spells in there. There you go. Told you. Easy call. Easy call. Fucking soul read right there. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Jade Light's Belunker. We'll wait. We can do Merfolk Cave Diver. Well, yeah, we'll do Merfolk Cave Diver. Yeah. Another removal. Boom. Naturally. So we'll put Nezca. We'll wait. I hope I don't get hit with a kill card, because I'd love to swing him in for a whole bunch. Throaming Rome. The Fall of Grome. Okay, we can see that. Yeah, Nezca or Nazca lines. Let's do non-artifact. Ooh. All right, let's do this then. We don't need that removal. Swing in. Hit him for the big hit. So we have a potential counterspell in case he wants to play big. The Ghoulie Ghoul. Let's hit him. You should swing in. There you go, man. Draw a card. No blocks. Hit for 4. Very nice. Lose 3 life. Yavimai Coast. How much we got going on there? We have 6, so we can do 5. 12. Do 12 points of damage. That'll work. Ghouly ghouly ghoul. Double triggers. Orzhov sacrifice stack with Veto Archfiend. It's very fun. I'm glad you like it, my dude. Good game. And he's out of there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, folks, I think we're going to leave it right there for today. Pretty good run with the Merfolk, to be honest. Had a good time with it. I like it. Except when I don't get the mana I need. I mean, triple color is always tricky. Triple color is always tricky to do, you know. We got a lot of green, but we got a lot of green in it, so, you know. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun deck, though. I mean, it is a fun deck. Gain 1 life. You have a My Coast, blue. I don't normally play Sultai. I think it's been a long time since I've played Sultai, but I enjoyed it. I have to say, I had a good time with it, which honestly kind of surprised me. I didn't think that I would, but I did, and that's good. That's a good thing to do. That's a good thing to have, and it's a good thing to do. So until next time, guys, I've been Jay Villainy. You've been great. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.